What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Now, this video has been a long time coming, but I made a commitment. I told you guys I'm not going to, start and stop and not finish. So we're going to finish it up. And it's not because it wasn't a good episode, honestly. It's just that it's a lot that goes into the Project Runway thing situation. But this is Project Runway Season 18, Episode 4. This was the let me get my notes. This was the upcycle challenge. So we started this episode off. It was immediate from the last elimination. They did not get to pass go. They did not get to collect $200. They immediately found out what the next challenge was. So here's what it is. This week this was last week's episode, or really the week before last. Carly Welch, who is a renowned stylist, she is going to be the guest mentor for this episode. The challenge is to dress Carly Kloss, right? Carly Kloss, for a CFDA event in Paris. So the winner of the challenge she's going to actually wear their outfit at a red carpet event. And so the kick, though, is that this is an upcycle challenge, meaning you are taking older garments and repurposing them to turn them into a better garment. And so they're going to the thrift store. And they're not going to go to Mood. They're not making it from scratch. They're taking like a shirt that's already there. They ain't going to just put a brooch on it. They're going to restyle it, cut it up, take the material, add, subtract, divide, whatever. Now, here's the thing. We know these designers well enough by now to know who thought this was a cool idea, who was totally not with it, and then we still have some of those in the middle. Y'all know Sergio was like, I think this is such a great idea because I recycle all of my materials. I use all recycled material because I just don't want to be a burden to the earth. Like, that's really what it was, right? And then you had Dylan, who was like, yeah, I do haute couture. I do not do thrift store. Okay, that is not what I do. So we had the total opposite ends of the spectrum, and then we had Chevy. He actually, the thrift store for him is actually something that he is connected to his mom. His grandmother through his grandmother who taught him how to sew, and that's how he's connected to her because they would go to the thrift store, because that's what they could afford and that's what they did, and it sort of kind of resonated with him because his grandmother actually has Alzheimer's at this time, and so he said a lot of times she doesn't remember a lot. She doesn't remember teaching him how to sew. She doesn't remember a lot of those memories. So for him, it was sort of a moment. And then there was also, Melanie, I believe. Melanie also had a connection to the thrift store as far as her memories and her experience. Now, this was a one-day challenge. They had $150 to spend. Now, y'all know $150 at the thrift store is like $500 at Mood. You know what I mean? It really is a lot of money when you figure you're getting shirts and pants and blouses for $5, $10, $3, whatever. So there was more than enough opportunity. And it looked like they went to a really nice thrift store. Now, for people who like the thrift, y'all know what I'm talking about. There are thrift stores, and then there are thrift stores. And so it looks like they went to a really nice thrift store. Now, all of the models have Carly's measurements. So they're all the same height, weight, whatever. So everybody's Carly. All of them are Carly. And so nobody has to worry about trying to create an outfit for this person, that person, or whatever. Nancy made sure that she stayed close to Carly. I mean, when they were at the thrift store, honey, Carly couldn't get rid of her, okay? Every time she turned around, there was Carly. But, hey, everybody playing the game the way they want to play the game. Let's see. We learned a lot more this episode about Victoria. Victoria she actually beat Dylan this time and got her outfit ready early. And so we learned from her. She said, look, I don't like slow people. I don't like moving slow. She said, I learned how to move fast with my store because I have my own store and back in her home country. And she said basically she gave all of that up to come to the United States. She said things have been hard, but she said she's only been in the United States less than 2 years, and here she is with the opportunity to be on Project Runway and the opportunity that would afford her. So we learn more, and we learn a little bit more about little bits and pieces here and there about people. The guest judge this episode was Laverne Cox. Now, let me say this something. I respect and love Laverne Cox for what she has done for the LGBTQIA community, but Laverne Cox sometimes can be a little extra for me. And I felt like her judging was a little harsh. That could be me. Maybe it's just me. But I don't dislike her. I really don't. But I do think she could be a little harsh sometimes. Now, as we are creating this garment, let's talk about the challenges. Let's talk about some of the things that were going on. Now, Sergio was throwing some shade at Chevy and Tyler, because he was like, I just couldn't imagine coming on a show like this and not having any formal training. I mean, creating patterns, that takes complicated math, and I just don't know. And Tyler was like, don't do me. Like, I have already, I didn't have any formal training. I didn't go to a fancy school, but I have created my own clothing line. I do know how to make my own patterns. Like, don't do me. But y'all know Sergio and Dylan are both very pompous, but and can be very annoying, but in different ways. Tyler was struggling with coming up with something, and Sergio was sort of helping him. I don't know how much help Sergio was, but let me be clear. Sergio didn't hurt him either. Tyler hurt himself all the way around with this challenge. Now, Marquise ran into a time issue, okay? He had a decent looking garment, I thought, but I feel like he really just ran out of time. And so he tried to do some little tricks like double-sided tape to hold things together and things like that. And baby, it just fell short. The judges were not fooled. They saw that double-sided tape from 20 miles away. So he ran into a time issue. I felt really, really, really bad for Chevy, because he put a hole in his skirt the night before. It was a one-day challenge. So literally right before they were leaving, he was kind of doing something with the skirt, and he ended up putting a hole in the skirt. He didn't have any more material that would, that wouldn't compromise the integrity of the garment. And so he had to make it do what it do. And as a result, the skirt ended up being too tight and too short to the point where his model could barely walk down the runway. So Tyler, let me say this, and this is what I was telling y'all at the beginning, where some people have real big issues. Like the stuff that the judges like, a lot of times I don't like, and the stuff that they think is the best thing since sliced bread, I'm sitting here like, what? And this was one of those things. I did not think Tyler's outfit was that bad, but they ragged that outfit like Tyler made a bikini for her to walk down the runway. I just didn't think it was. Now, I didn't think it was great. Don't get me wrong. I didn't think it was great, but I really didn't think it was as bad as they made it out to be. I just didn't. I just didn't. So anyway, there was that. So let's talk about what people put on this runway, honey. Now, hold on. Let me get all my names together. Because who am I looking for? What's my baby's name? What's my girl's name? Chelsea. Chelsea put together a really cute all denim outfit. Now, I didn't have a problem with the outfit. I didn't think the outfit was a bad outfit. But however, I did feel like I didn't necessarily think it was red carpet. It was different. It was innovative, and I liked it. Let me be clear. I wasn't, Anyway, so let's go. Chevy, I already told you guys the issue with Chevy's outfit. I thought it was a decent outfit, but you really couldn't get past the fact that his model could barely walk. Like, nothing mattered, because the model couldn't even really sell it, right? I mean, literally, she could barely walk. Like, if she took a full stride, that whole thing was going to rip. Like, it was bad. And I felt really bad for him because that was just a freak accident that just happened at the last minute, and it was just nothing he could do about it. And I don't think that had anything to do with his time management, his design skill, or anything. It was just a freak. I put a hole in a place that I couldn't fix, and I just didn't have the time. Had it been a 2-day challenge, he probably could have figured something out, but literally he just ran out of time. Sergio, his outfit was cute. It was like he had like a puffy shoulder thing. I mean, I'm sorry, not Sergio. I mean, that was Jeffrey's outfit. But so let me say this: Jeffrey's outfit had like a little puffy outfit thing working. It was cute. And again, a lot of the outfits were dark colors. Again, they were dark grays and blacks and dark browns. So a lot of the outfits, I was just kind of like, I don't know. Give me some poof. Give me some color. Give me something different. I don't know. Marquise. Oh, I told you guys he was with the double-sided tape and all that good stuff. Brittany had it. I loved Brittany's outfit. Brittany had this really cute black, red, and white. It was a pleated skirt that she had taken and turned into a blouse, and so the sleeves were the bottom with the skirt. So they was like that pleated, and it was like that red, black, and white that kind of bled into each other. It was really cute, really cute. Victoria, I told you guys she was done early. She had this really nice, almost like 2 suits, but she had like a peekaboo waist with the belt. Now, I thought it was really, really cute. However, they did point out the fact that she has done that same aesthetic at least twice before. So, Victoria, it worked for this challenge. It was really nice for this challenge, but you're going to have to come up with something different because y'all know the judges pick up on that. You might get away with it 2 or 3 times, but the judges do pick up on it after a while. Y'all, Christian's so damn shady. I had to write, that's in my notes. Christian shady. He's so shady. I love him. Sometimes he get on my nerves because I think he's a little too nasty. But other times, honey, he cracks me up. Anyway, Nancy, I told you guys Nancy had a jean skirt outfit. And she did something really cute with the blouse. She said she did a backwards off the shoulder pink blouse. So first of all, I loved it because it was pink. It gave us a pop of color. I told you guys about the drab colors we had been working with, so it gave us a little pop of color. And then I love the fact that it was a little off-the-shoulder piece, and it had that whole backwards, like, y'all remember Celine Dion with the backwards tuxedo thing? It was giving a little bit of that. And it was very, I don't know how to describe it, y'all, but not wrinkles, because they weren't wrinkles, but it was very placed. I don't know how to word it. It was very, very deliberate and very placed as to where the scoops of the blouse were and everything. It was really cute. I liked it. It's something that I would wear. I thought it was really cute. The skirt, it was a cute jean skirt. She had a couple of things going on that I was kind of like she had like peekaboo holes at the bottom, and I was like, but I understand what she was doing. She said that she wanted to do a jean skirt, but she didn't want it to just be a plain old jean skirt. She wanted to get a little something different, add a little pop, add a little something. So that's what we had with that. I already told you guys about Jeffrey. Told you about Victoria. Delvin did like a twist on a tuxedo, a women's tuxedo. He had lace sleeves and satin pants. I mean, it was very Delvin. It was not. It was cute. It was what it was, but it was very Delvin. Dai Young, she made a black suit. Nothing spectacular. It was nice. It was nothing spectacular. Sergio, he had this weird suit with the blouse with a big bow in the middle thingy. Again, I didn't think his outfit was any worse than Tyler's, but Tyler got red for filth, and I didn't think his outfit was any worse, but what the hell do I know, I guess. And then Melanie had this black and white dress, but she had the skirt with like this pleated, like different parts, like pleated. Again, I think that was her attempt to try to be different and try to stand out when it was really just a basic black and white dress sort of thing. Again, didn't hate it, but it didn't stand out for me. So for me, I liked Victoria's outfit. I liked Chelsea's outfit. I didn't know if I liked it for a red carpet, but I did like it. I liked Nancy's top. Wasn't so crazy about the bottom, but I did love, love, love that blouse. And I liked, hold on. The one I told you guys that she took the skirt and turned it with the pleated skirt. Who was that? Brittany? Okay. I think that's who it was, Brittany. Anyway. So, let's go to the tops and the bottoms. So, top was Chelsea, Victoria, and Nancy was on top. And on bottom was Tyler, Chevy, Marquise. And of course, I already told you guys the issues that they had with their garments. But for whatever reason, honey, they thought Tyler's thing was horrible, that it wasn't red carpet, that it was just totally in bad taste. It was a horrible, like they really reamed it. Like I was like, dang, was it that bad? But I guess they thought it was, honey. So he ended up in the bottom, and this is 2 weeks old, so I know y'all all know that he threw a comment out at Carly about, she was like, I wouldn't wear this outfit anywhere, and he was like, not even to dinner, with Donald Trump's daughter and her husband. They're connected somehow. I don't care. I don't keep up with them. But of course, it was like to shot her around the world. Everybody was like, and he said he didn't mean it the way it came out, that he knew he had put his foot in his mouth. But then, let me tell y'all something. I normally don't talk about stuff I see outside of the show. But I saw the after show. Tyler's shady as hell. He knew exactly what he was saying, and he meant exactly what he said. He meant that thing, and he meant it just the way it came out. Because if y'all go and look at that after show with Tyler and Christian, he's shady as hell. He meant exactly what he said, but okay. Needless to say, honey, Tyler got sent home. Because you're not going to come for people's in-laws and throw little pot shots and think ain't nobody gonna know what you said and what you did and what you meant. And Victoria won the challenge. But Chelsea got what she wanted. She actually got on the radar of the judges. The judges loved it and appreciated it. So, y'all. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I know this is 2 weeks late, so nobody may care anymore. But let me know what you think. I'll drop it in the comments. Peace.